He wants to talk.
You're the
I thought you
one.
were to go up, yeah. Oh, I thought you were eyeing yourself. I was like, you want us to say something?
Welcome to Red and Black TV. I'm your host, Stas, co-host Banana, panel head Boz, and KG. What's happening, lads?
Back again, bro.
The
season's here.
9 days away, bro. Can't wait.
It's not far off, you know.
It's
And
that time.
round one is lurking around the corner, as we just said. And let's not go into that straight away. I feel like maybe we need to give the RBB anniversary day a bit of a mention off the bat. Yep. Which I thought was a fucking brilliant success, man, honestly.
That was lovely.
It was
a beautiful day.
Beautiful day, man. Everyone was there. All the players were there. The coach was there. Obviously, Rudin, the manager, sorry. CEO was even there. We even had an appearance from Brendan Sanderlab. Like, what more do you want from the club's end? Like, on such a day for, like, active support and whatnot.
The only person missing was Ledra, pretty much.
Pretty much. And there was actually a couple of guys there on his behalf in regards to the owners and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
few of the owners were stuck on a business trip in Los Angeles.
Yeah, something like that.
And you know what? They still sent some representatives on their behalf.
Yeah.
There was a few other owners there, bro. We saw.
Yeah, there was
it's not just Ledra. I'm pretty sure there's 4 owners in total.
shareholders. Ledra's
shareholders, that's right.
Ledra's the majority shareholder, but we do have other owners there.
Yeah, they appeared. You wouldn't even notice that they're owners of the club, bro.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
I think just touching on the day, like, and I said this to Rudes and a few of the other players, if we hosted this event a year ago, there wouldn't have been no CEO, no players.
Oh,
yeah, there would have been no one from the club.
Disaster. It would have been a disaster.
I'm talking about past management, all they've achieved over the years is they've divided the fans and the corporate side of things, and it lost that feel that we had in the first couple seasons where we felt like a family, and we haven't felt that in years. And just seeing the players come and support and the coach and to announce the captaincy on the day just shows the importance that they put into the fans and what we're trying to achieve here.
It felt good, though. Even like the players, like
good vibe.
They were happy.
Fake.
Yeah,
it feel like genuine.
Like
listen, shoved down our throat, man.
It was their off day, right? And all right, you've got your responsibilities. So the club would have went up to and said, look, we've got to make an appearance here. So they could have came there on their off day and just stuck to their corner and not mingled with the fans. But they came and they enjoyed it.
A lot of them stayed for a while too.
They stayed to the
you know
end.
what I mean?
They came in their own cars too, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, there you go.
But on top of that, I think it was good to see a good mix of fans, man. Like it wasn't just the core RBB. There was like families, and there was just a lot of people out there. Some good, old faces that we haven't seen in a while, and some new faces, and everyone got involved. And the queues were freaking hundreds of meters long just to try and get some merch, which was always good to see. And
how about that queue, man?
that was crazy. Like I even asked Banana for an express RBTV line. Told me to get to the back.
None of that, bro.
Told me to get to the back, but I got my scarf. It's all right. I got there.
Yeah, we got told off, bro. None of that bullshit. They go
straight to the back, mate.
No mates rates, mate. Stand in line, get in early.
Fair enough. That's so should be.
But everyone did a good job getting that merch out because there was a big line, and
I think they sold out.
Yeah,
they sold out on pretty much all the shirts. I'm pretty sure. Just the hoodies were left.
So there's gonna be a round 2 that they said.
Yeah, pretty sure they said there's gonna be a round 2 of merch sales.
So it was good, man.
Great raffle as well on the day.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I think one of the girls won like four of the prizes.
What did you win, Stas?
Stas won a prize.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
What size
was the Stas?
It's a bit too big for me.
Was it 10/11 XL?
Fucking 10XL, bro. I'm a fucking 4XL. Yeah, cocks. It was pretty funny, bro. I'll give it to you.
It was.
They went for the effort of like writing my number down when I got the fucking
good
raffle.
banter, bro.
So what would have happened if I didn't get the raffle?
No, you had to come because as soon as you pay for the ticket, I took it and I gave it to him.
No, but what if I didn't buy a raffle?
Well, that was a hard part.
That was the hard
to
part.
buy something. Fucking hell.
That's why we gave you the special 2 for $5. Just to convince you to get a couple.
Huh?
Yeah.
He done the old Merits Get a ticket.
Get a ticket. Yeah, just get one.
It was the best when they called the number out. Oh, it's me.
It's me. Hey, the funny part is when he was walking up, all his other fucking raffles are flying all over the place because he's so excited.
I was thinking I was going to get an autographed jersey, and I got a fucking Stoss jersey.
You got something better, bro.
made
Personalised.
Custom shirt, bro.
You don't even have an RBTV shirt, and you got a personalised RBB one.
RBB one.
You know what's funny, Kev? I feel you mentioned it in that little interview you had on that day.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about how the players, CEO, everyone was there, and you hit the nail on the head when you said this has never happened. Even in season 1 and 2, you wouldn't have a scenario like this where all the players are there, CEOs there, the managers there as well, like everyone. That's never happened in our club's history. So I feel like this is so it's everything's turning now. I don't know, man. I don't want to get too positive, man. You know what I mean?
He came out of nowhere. He came out of nowhere, the CEO, right?
Yeah, actually,
we're standing around talking, and just random
and he popped up,
mate, blah blah blah.
But to Stoss's point,
like, who the fuck's that?
To Stoss's point, the first 2 years we really didn't have access to players. I think the first person that opened that up was Brendan Santalab, which, funny enough, he came on the day and all of us sort of got to have a chat with him. But he was the first player that gave us that avenue to start talking to players. He broke the ice between everybody, and that's how he became a fan favourite. So it was really good to see him there as well. And he was limping. Unfortunately, a bit of an incident at his academy, but it was good to actually see him, and people, it added to the hype of the whole day, which was amazing.
Absolutely. That was the best way to end it.
Yeah,
Santalab come up there and talk.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like that guy there, he bleeds fucking.
There should be a few more players that should be like with the club. I know it ended sour with him, Ren. But this is the time.
And you're still there, but still come now.
There, but, he even told us in the interview he left. He didn't want to leave, mate. He had to end up leaving, and it's sad, bro. Like now's the time to mend that thing, bro. And
relationships
and make something of it. You know what I mean? Like bring something up. You got to bring this guy back in. I know he's busy with his academy now and all that, bro. But there's got to be a certain day, something.
He'll come back in a heartbeat.
I heard they are trying to get him involved in some capacity with the youth, which I think is a great idea because it's in line with his academy.
Yep.
And you know what? If we can see Santa at the club in some form,
not just him. There's a few players for me that have been
good servants,
have good servants for the club and got treated like shit.
Yeah.
No, there's been a few.
There's been a few. Like, I'll say Mark Bridges is another one. For me, he's a big part of our club, bro.
And I think we can confirm that he's in a similar boat as Santa, where he's hurt by previous management.
Very hurt, man, to the point where he doesn't even watch it, bro.
He doesn't even watch football.
Yeah, he doesn't watch it at all.
Now, the thing about that is, right, there's going to be a time where the club sits down to play and says, you know what, your service is not needed anymore, thank you. But it's what happens after that.
Absolutely.
You don't just completely shut him out.
No, that's right.
You know what I mean? You try to keep him involved. You try to give him some roles at the club, like Halidi, where we gave him an assistant coaching role. And there's just a lot of players that we just shut the door on them and pretty much said, piss off.
We didn't even really get to farewell them either. Like as a fan,
there was
a fan group.
No fairy tale finish.
I remember the whole Kovic thing. Like one day he was there, one day he wasn't. Right, and we're like, fuck, we didn't even get a chance to say goodbye as
same
fans.
like Bridges, man. They gave him a fucking shitty fucking little placard, and they ended up losing 5-0 against Newcastle Jets at miserable ANZ Stadium, bro. Is that a way to go out for a player who served us well, bro? Won us the Asian Champions League, bro?
Well, I think that's what's got us all hyped up, right? Like the day was just a massive success. As you guys mentioned, like players came, CEO was there, even the manager Rudin, like he spoke really well. And I sort of said to him as a joke, I said, mate, you're going to be the first grand final winning manager of the Wanderers. And he said, he goes, big call. He goes, but I believe it. I said, well, we're all backing you.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the vibe we got from everybody there on the day.
Even Scott Hudson, our CEO, it's a really, really interesting journey how he got into the role. We didn't go externally and look for any CEO. I think his first role at the club was in sales.
Yep.
So he slowly, climbed the ladder. So he knows what the club's about and the values there, which obviously it's a family-orientated club.
Yep.
And he's re-emphasised that. And just seeing him there and just mingling and having conversations with everyone, mate, it was a great day. It had great vibes, great energy, and credit to everyone involved in organising it.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
Just
a good day.
Just a shout out that like the RBB did it at a suburban ground as well. Like it wasn't done at like a at Paris Stadium or a headquarters of the Wanderers. It was done at a local ground where some of us are familiar with because we play in and around that area. But it was just a good vibe all day around, and it was local to a lot of people. It was a good day. Like I got home buzzing. I was like, fuck,
we all did.
Yeah.
No, I went home. I sat on the couch. I was like, fuck, what a brilliant day that was.
I was watching all the videos Stoss edited that night. And I'm like, one after another. I'm like, when's the next one coming? And then 20 minutes later, another one pops out. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it was amazing. You know what I mean?
And that's why we held off podcasts, because we wanted to actually have this opportunity to talk with the players and the coaches and get a better feel going into round one. What are we looking like this year? Yep. And now that that's out of the way, it's all positive. It's like I said, if I wasn't confident before that day, I'm really confident now going into season one.
So
round one.
One more thing before we start, and another big thank you to Stossio, bro. He worked his fucking
absolutely
there all day. He was there all day, yeah. Recording all day. He got stitched up, this and that. Later on, he went home. Well, everyone was relaxing. He was working hard, uploading all this stuff, man. So
Stoss is the media guy.
brother.
He doesn't get enough credit for it. He doesn't. Sometimes we give him shit.
It's all part of the
Give him
gig.
shit, but we fucking love
But
it.
we appreciate it. We
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
all part of the gig.
A lot of hours behind the scene.
Big
and,
hours, man.
Big
Appreciate
credit to
it, boys.
Stoss.
It's not just 1 second he goes home, he sits down,
No.
uploads, and it's on, bro. It takes time.
I'd rather be playing pro clubs.
It is what it is.
Don't we all?
Another thing with that day, obviously, the announcement of the captain, which was a massive thing. Let's delve into that a little bit and, like, what are your thoughts in regards to the appointment?
I knew it was him. Do you know how I picked up on it? Because they obviously brought up 5 players there. And when the questions were asked by...
Were you looking when you saw Ninkovic go? I said, what the fuck's this?
I was a bit worried, bro. I realised real soon because Marcelo, every time there was a question, he stepped up.
Yeah.
When I mean questions, I mean questions that weren't directed to any of the players specifically. He stepped up and took the role of talking. I said, all right, he's showing a bit of leadership already. I said, my money's on Marcelo here.
You called it because you're like, oh, he's spoken twice already.
He's spoken
twice.
I
heard you out there. Like, he's spoken twice already. I'm like, oh, fuck, Boz has called it.
If I was to say, I would have said it would have been Adame or Marcelo or there you go, Marcelo in the end. They were my 3 tips.
You know what? He's 35 now. Wealth of experience. Played in the top leagues in Europe. He's really humble. Even like his speech there, he was thanking God. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you're there. He could have not. He could have given a really a general speech. Thanks God. I'm gonna give. But he was speaking from the heart,
and it was shaking. You see,
he was emotional.
He was fucking.
He was
emotional.
No,
he was about to cry.
And he said, like, he goes, I can say all the right things right now, but he goes, I want to talk from the heart. He goes, I just want to thank God. Like he's seen it as a massive thing, which is.
Yeah.
And then he even mentioned that he lost a bit of passion for football coming back from overseas, and he's found that again. He's discovered that passion, and mate, he looks really driven, really motivated. And I think being captain, that's going to filter down to the players.
I hope so.
Well, he said it in his formal interview that whilst he's a captain, there's leaders in all of them. Like there's a big leadership team. That's why you pick like a couple of other guys that could have been captain. Yeah. Like we do have experienced players that can be leaders.
Bozanic as well.
Yeah, Bozanic as well.
Bozanic there.
I don't remember seeing Bozanic or Amalfitano.
Wasn't there?
Bozanic wasn't there.
Amalfitano wasn't there.
There was a couple that weren't there.
But there was still about 18 or 20 of them. There was still
it was the majority of the team, to be honest.
Yeah, but we got leaders all over the park now.
Look, let's be honest. Any of those players up there could have been the captain.
Yeah.
Out of those 5 players, which
I don't know about Ninkovic.
Yeah, but back to my
it could have
easily.
Yeah.
Back to my question: is he the right selection?
Absolutely.
I think he is. But he's got the wealth of experience behind him.
Kev.
Look, the only question I have is whether or not he's going to last the whole season. Like being a bit older, it's, Australia's a physical game. Not that the European one isn't.
Heat?
There's all these factors. If he stays fit, I think he'll be an awesome captain, man. Like I reckon he's going to score some headers off corners, like really charge, lead the team. As long as he stays fit, he's my captain.
He's a unit, bro. You're going to want him up in the corners.
Because that's like I asked Adama Traore before the announcement. Like I was getting a couple of signatures and stuff. I said, "You captain?" He's like, "No."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh," and
but I tried that the week before.
Tried to sneak the hands off.
But there's not too many people in that squad where you'd be like, "Oh, that's the clear captain." Because there's been so much turnover in our squad, and for better or for worse, a lot of the guys from last year didn't quite make it. Yep. So you look at that squad and you're like, yeah, that's a fair choice. Guy with experience. Hopefully he can lead the team. Fuck it, just cheat up, man. I just want to see him play.
And those players that we say could have been captain can be in that leadership group.
Yeah, of course.
So it's just all on Marcelo's shoulders.
Yep.
I'm sure there's a leadership group where Rudes will go up and consult and get their opinions on. So I think the selection was right. From my discussions with Marcelo, he's not 100% fit yet.
Yep.
This was after the game against Jets in Blacktown. He said he's probably 2 or 3 weeks out from hitting 100%, which is pretty close to next week.
Yep.
So it's good signs, guys. Yeah.
Look, I don't want to be negative, but in my eyes, it's a good selection, but I still would have gone with someone that's proven in the A-League, and I've said it on other podcasts. I probably would have gone with Bozanic for me. That's someone I had in my head. But I can see what Ruden's doing, okay? Like, I feel like because of Ruden's background as being a defender, I feel like he wants a defender to potentially be the captain. Yep. I feel he's got that type of angle. But, yeah, in my eyes, I thought that Bozanic would have been the better option because he's proven in the A-League. I don't know, but
I'm not saying about Bozanic.
Yeah, I'm not saying Marcelo's a bad option, but I would have preferred Bozanic.
And shout out to Rudes' kids who watch us.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, he reckons that he doesn't watch it, but his kids watch it. His kids watch it. He doesn't watch it. Yeah, Rudes doesn't watch it.
I'll tell you, man. After you guys interviewed him, and obviously people spoke to him during the day, man, he looks switched on. He looks like he's ready for a challenge. He looks like it's been a long time since I've looked at a manager at the Wanderers, probably since Popovic, where I'm like, this guy gives a shit.
No, he does.
And he just looks like that mean fucking. He's going to be that gaffer. He's just going to rip everyone to shreds until we get it right.
And I asked him the tough question. I said, every year we come here and we hear the same old speech, scripted speech, and let's be fair, last year Carl Robinson, mate, he could have told you the sky was green and you probably would have been convinced by the end of the conversation. That's how well he spoke.
He's the master of the game.
So as fans, we're hearing all this we're hearing all this again, and you think, fuck, like we've heard this before, but it felt genuine. And that's what I said to him. It felt genuine. It felt like he was speaking from the heart. And mate,
and he also put it back on us a little bit too. Like I saw the interview with you guys, and he's like, well, what about you guys? Like, what do you guys think? And it's like, oh shit, it's the first time a manager's actually gone and said, fuck, all right, now like I'm telling you about me and what my plans are. What about you guys?
Yeah. He's asking the question back.
Yeah, and I thought, that's a Western Sydney thing, mate.
It is.
When,
I'm sold. I'm actually sold.
You weren't at the end of last season.
I love the cunt. Honestly, he's a fucking legend, bro.
But you didn't think he was the right guy, though.
He's so passionate.
We know Rudes, right? Rudes is not new to us.
But Stutz didn't have the same opinion towards the end of last year.
No, I was good with Rudes.
It's me.
Yeah. Was it you?
I was saying, I still don't think I'm questioning. Is he still the right man for the job, bro?
Right.
Because I didn't see anything. I know, like I said last year. See, I want to. If you're bringing in someone, I want to see a little bit change in that team that
he changed the whole squad.
I know he changed the whole squad, but you got to understand. I wanted to see
on results.
A little bit of a change in results with the shit players we had, and so I can get a bit of that thinking of saying, "Fuck, what could he do if he had that good run with the shit players? What's he going to do with good players in that team?" That's the
logic.
Yeah, that's the thing I was going with.
And as fans, what we've always wanted is a passionate coach, right? And we know Rudes. And I've spoken to past players that he's coached, and they're very critical in terms of he's too passionate sometimes. Right?
He doesn't take bullshit.
He does not take bullshit. He makes it known that he's the boss. He's actually told his players in the past to call him the boss, the gaffer. And that's fine. That's just showing a bit of leadership.
I actually love that.
Why not, bro? Why not?
That's mad.
Well, he's the gaffer, right?
He is the gaffer. He used to tell the players, I want you to call me boss. And I love it.
Not only that, if you, even back in the days when we used to play, guys, if the coach came in and said, you don't call me this, I'm called whatever, boss.
Bro.
And that's it. And that's it, bro.
I'll never forget.
Complain.
I'll never forget. Riberovsky, he's one of the coaches over at Rockdale. I signed for him in Berry's under 18s. His first talk, he said, "Yous are all my fucking dogs, and if you don't love it, fuck off." Brother, first talk, we were shaking, bro. Like, just come in.
Were you barking by the end of it? Barking by the end of it?
But he turned out to be the best coach you've had. He was more of a father figure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they demand respect, but when you do give that respect, they treat you like one of their own kids, mate. And that's what the
I'm all for discipline, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Well,
I'm old school.
I
like
like it. I just don't think there's enough of it. We got too many of these young cunts who fucking think they're on top of the world, bro.
They're
And then
professionals.
They
at the
go
end of
somewhere
the day,
else
bro.
and they shit themselves.
Yeah, they're
And they
professionals.
come
at
back
the end
crawling
of the
back here. Look here, mate. What's his name? The one that's signed for fucking MacArthur.
Azani.
Thought he was top shit. Went overseas, man. He's back. Yeah.
Azani.
Azani.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
they've got the other one as well. Bacchus.
I'm talking
Oh,
about the
my
other-
mate.
I'm talking
Backwards.
Backwards.
Yeah,
He's
Keanu,
back as well.
Keanu backwards. He's back.
I'm talking
No,
about,
he's talking
I'm
about
just
his
saying.
brother.
I know
His
who- I know.
brother
No,
back.
but I'm just saying about him.
Brother's
I'm
back
like-
at MacArthur.
He is, eh?
Keanu's back.
Keanu's back.
No, Kieran's back.
Kieran's back. Yeah, sorry.
Relax, bro.
Sorry, sorry. Yeah. No, well, fuck it. Get rid of both of them. Fuck them.
backwards.
Yeah, we're in down. Spun out.
Anyway, so let's not go straight into round one with
going
Perth
now?
Glory. Okay, let's get somewhere else. Let's get a little bit of a detour first. Okay, overall, are we happy with all the signings that Rudin has brought in this season at the moment?
I'm happy, man.
But do you think he's bolstered the squad enough in all the areas of the field? And you know,
I'm happy with the defense. I'm happy
Yep.
with the midfield. Up front, I think we're lacking from
Yep.
early signs. Banana, I'm gonna have to say it, but the Bosnian looked a bit rusty in that last trial game.
Rusty.
He did.
Yeah,
He
everyone
looked
looked
rusty.
rusty, bro.
Even things started really strong, Yengi,
Yep.
but he drifted off towards the back end of the game. And in all fairness to him, he said, "I'm 94 kilos."
Yep.
And my fitness isn't up to that level where I can perform at a high level for 90 minutes.
Yep.
Due to his weight, he's carrying obviously a lot of weight in terms of
Who's
like
that?
muscle.
Yengi?
Yengi.
Yeah,
He's a big boy.
But
he is.
and just to translate that, he is the fastest on the team.
There you go.
So he's the biggest, but he's the fastest.
Is
But
that a problem?
the problem is endurance.
Yeah.
Can you maintain that level of intensity throughout the 90 minutes? So
true.
I don't think our strikers are just ready, or they haven't hit that peak performance yet, which kind of concerns me, being so close to round one.
Yep.
Have we figured out what formation are we playing, bro?
Well, it looks like we're playing
two
four
up
at the
front?
back.
4 at the back?
4 at the back,
Yeah.
and then I think two up front from what we've seen. I was going to ask a question. When Ninkovic came on against Jets, did he go into one of those 2 up fronts, or did he play in the middle there?
He was more lurking on the left hand side, bro. More lurking around
Like
that
a free
area.
roam area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like but just mainly on the left hand side. He
Yeah.
was looking around.
He changed the game.
But
Absolutely.
fuck me, I-
Listen,
I-
if anyone has any doubt about his age and if his performance has dropped, man, I'll tell you, when he came on with 20 minutes to go against the Jets, on that second half, was it?
No, he was. I think he played the
Second half, he came on at halftime. He changed the game. The game was
He's A-League proven.
Listen,
Bro.
listen. I was the
Daily
first
proof.
one to fucking rip on him, bro, for his age. Brother, he came on that. I know it was against Newcastle Jets, but he came on.
Newcastle Jets is
and
good, bro.
They've got a decent side.
And they
bro,
got
fuck me
Papas
dead.
is a good coach.
Good
Yeah,
manager.
he is a good coach.
I'm saying he came on and I was like, bro, I forgot about his age, bro. Like, got his class, bro. I know why now. Obviously, I knew you know why Sydney FC are filthy that they even let him go, bro. The guy, he's still class, bro.
We got a lot of midfield options this year. A lot.
Listen, if
What has to miss out?
Hey, if we're talking about Ninkovic here, okay, like I'm sold with him too, okay, just so you know,
absolutely.
and purely because of what he did at the RBB anniversary, bro. He literally led the Eastern Sydney diss chant, bro. I don't know if he knew what he was getting himself in there.
I don't think he knew what he was walking into.
Let's not use the word led. He was led, but he didn't lead, bro.
He was led into it.
He was lit.
But you know what? In fairness, he didn't pull back.
He didn't know what he was saying.
But in fairness, he didn't pull back either.
No, he didn't. No.
Like he didn't.
But forget that chant.
Yeah.
Do you think he wanted to pull back, bro?
Forget that. His speech, where he said, "I already feel like I'm more respected than I ever have over
The
there."
whole time he was there, yeah.
Yeah, that's
massive.
That's a big statement on its
Yeah, it
own.
is, it
To
is,
feel that respect in a short period of time that he's ever felt over there is big.
I'm gonna stop you there.
You reckon bullshit?
Not bullshit. He's talking a little bit honestly, but I think he's mainly
Is hurt?
he's talking more about the backroom stuff. He's not talking about the supporters, bro. I reckon you know. You can't say you can't go and say that they didn't respect. They respect him. That's not lie, bro. They adored him. They loved him, bro. He won them so many trophies, bro. Trophy after trophy, he won them, bro. I think he's more directing that towards the backroom staff, man.
Backroom staff, coaches.
And it's getting interpreted the wrong way, bro. You know what I mean?
Mind you, he doesn't have the best English, so sometimes that gets lost.
His English is fine, bro.
You reckon?
No, it's fine, but I'm
his
just.
English is good.
But you get what I'm saying. He's not saying like I didn't get this respect from the fan. He got that respect. I don't think he's saying that.
You
He's
mean
just saying,
coaches, the corporate side?
corporate side of things. That's what he's getting more towards that.
Yeah.
That's what he's
Yeah, I
the
believe
most
so.
filthy thing at. You know,
I believe
don't think
so.
it's filthy at the supporters.
Yeah. No.
Which
You
would
can't
also-
be
You can't be
Well,
filthy.
they're filthy with him, but
Yeah.
Like the fans are now filthy with him because he left, right? Now they're filthy with him. But when he was there, he was their fucking. He was their guy, right?
Go-to
Like,
guy.
He was their messiah, bro.
He was their Shinji Ono.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But for 7 years.
Yeah, times
In
that by
comparison when he had
seven.
Ono for 2.
Imagine
you know
that.
what I mean?
Imagine Shinji Ono played for us for 7 years,
could've.
won all those titles,
could've.
and then went over to Sydney FC. Fuck. No, I'm just saying, imagine that's what's happened.
Hypothetical, yeah.
Fucking hell.
only JT would make that
Brutal.
happen.
That's fucking brutal.
They're trying to say we cut over Rodwell. I don't give a fuck about Rodwell. We're gonna get 8 games anymore like we did, bro.
Max.
Rodwell was one of those. It was almost like a gimmick.
But don't get
It
me
was a
wrong.
gimmick. I agree, it's a
No,
gimmick.
but don't get me wrong. He was good, bro.
He was.
He was good when he was on. But
That signing was a
When he's
payback.
on.
That signing was a
How many
payback.
games do you reckon he played last season?
8 or 9.
I'll say
No, not in total, but where he was a standout. I reckon it was 2 games.
2 games.
2 games.
2 games.
Two
That
games,
City
yeah.
game, and
City
then
game
also,
where he scored early.
yeah.
City
I
game.
think it ended up 3 all that game. Or whatever it was.
the City
we're up
game.
2-0.
Yeah.
The City game in the beginning of the season we played Sydney FC in the derby. Neil Law when he came on and then he was just changing the game a bit.
Yeah, but
that's
that's
the
it.
2 games I can say he standed out.
They were
man,
standout
for us.
games.
So he played.
But hey, let's not be sour here. He is a good player.
No, he's a good
On his day, he's a great player.
but there's too many injuries, man.
Exactly. So what we
We're
can,
not getting. You're not going to get fucking game
I
time out
don't
of this
even know
fight.
if they're injuries. He just
but can we agree that if he does stay healthy, that he has a lot to offer to Sydney?
absolutely.
Of course he does.
Oh, yeah, I would agree with that.
But I think he would have found
Hey,
it hard
honestly-
in this squad, but
Oh yeah,
We've
what
got
we've got now.
His
Yeah.
squad, he'll benefit.
Listen,
real good,
I
he would
hope he
benefit,
does.
but he would struggle.
I hope he
Get
does
in.
his ACL in the first round.
Nah,
to be
don't
honest,
say
bro.
that.
Don't say
bro,
that,
I'm
Stas.
I don't know.
Nah, we don't ever wish that on any player.
Bitter, bro.
It is what it is, bro. You went there.
We need Marcelo to get through him.
That's it, bro. Come on.
November 12th.
Fix him.
Little snap on
A
him.
little
man.
snap. That's it.
No, not the ACL, bro. Relax.
No, ACL,
Yes, guy.
but we need him to
That's
get
your-
through him. We need him to get through him. Marcelo needs to get through him.
He'll do that to
100% goes
himself. He'll do that to himself, bro. He'll do it to himself.
Probably fucking Managerial might give it to him. You never know.
All right, do you just want to go into the
do it.
preview for round 1 now?
Yeah,
obviously?
let's do it.
Yeah.
Just before we go into the preview, I just got one more. I was going to bring one thing onto the table now, and this thing's going to stay on the table until we win a bit of silverware, bro. Until we win the league or get in the grand final, and then this thing's going to get open, man. Until then, it's going to stay on the table, bro. It's going to always stay on the table. We're not going to touch it until we win. Come first, fucking win the grand final. This thing is going to stay on the table, bro. It is going to stay on the table. Once we win something, you're going to look at this bottle for
Hey,
next maybe 10 years, but
Hey.
we're going to eventually drink it.
Hey,
Hey, do you remember the last time you had
Who's
Blue
gonna be-
Label, bro? You spat it out of your mouth at my house.
But hey,
Young then, dumb.
the guys online on the chat were already impressed on our upgrade from Black Label to Glenfiddich. Now they're going to be even more impressed with the fucking Blue Label.
Oh, but we're going to win silverware, bro.
We
That's
got
the
to win
condition.
something. We gotta win. That's the condition.
That stays untouched, bro.
What about if we win
can't
round
touch
1,
it.
Banana? Round 1.
No, that's it. That's not happening. We're not even that good.
I hope we don't crack that at 60 years old, bro.
Fuck, bro. I'm not even looking at this bottle for a long time, I reckon. So this thing's going to be addition to the table now until we win, you know? Once we win, we're going to crack this bastard open, bro.
On a side note, do you reckon it's fair that we're paying $12 to win the league?
Fuck, that's good odds, bro.
What was the...
That's good odds.
What was the... You remember the first year? How much
It's
it
fucking
was
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Like $81 or
Yeah,
something.
we won, bro. Fucking hell. Wow.
We didn't win it, and we came behind the premiers.
But that's what it is.
Hey, is that what the Wanderers are
Nah,
paying?
this is
12
grand
bucks.
$12 to win the grand final.
Win the grand
Oh,
final.
we're in the grand final. Wow.
Yeah, $12. It's not bad.
That's not bad odds. Right. So where we go now? Where we're heading into?
Let's hit
Round
Perth now.
1 with
Perth,
Perth.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Perth. What's
So what do we think about here? What do we think about starting lineup wise? Okay,
Oh, still on the Wanderers?
We're going the lineup?
Yeah.
Predicting our lineup?
Could be
Okay.
anything.
for the Perth game, are we doing the review?
I'll talk a bit about Perth and their situation. but we can live.
What's going on with Perth?
So-
Ruben Zetkovic is in charge.
Yeah,
over there.
so obviously Ruben Zatkovic came in towards the back end of last season, and in fairness, he won 2 of his last 3 games. Now they only won 4 games out of 26 all year.
Wow.
So he managed to get 2 of those wins in their last 3 games. So obviously he's come in, made a few changes, and we're all familiar with Zatkovic. He was always a passionate player.
How is that guy?
You gotta wear a
Listen to
helmet
me.
when you're in the crowd, bro.
How is that guy manager now, bro?
Hey,
Bro,
I just want-
I'm sorry, but I'm going to just say it now. That guy was the worst player, bro.
I want to see him
he
give a
was
discipline
nonsense,
talk.
Sometimes
bro.
they can be the worst player. They can be a brilliant
Flip side, you reckon?
Bro,
Bro, imagine him.
He was shocking, bro.
giving a discipline talk. He fucking went onto the pitch after a minute, got a red card, come off.
Yeah.
Like,
hey,
He's got good records
but
on him.
for me, it shows that he's got a bit of passion. He's fiery, and sometimes when a club's only won 4 games all year, that's what you fucking need. You need someone to come in. It's not going to take any bullshit. That says, "All right, guys, we've fucked up for the last couple seasons. We're going to turn it around."
Is it his first gig?
First
gig.
Ooh, as a manager?
As a manager, I think as an assistant.
I
somewhere
think
else.
he was an assistant
he was
somewhere.
with the
He
youth.
but don't forget, he retired
The-
at Perth as well. So
Yeah.
he's familiar with the club, the owners.
I'm pretty sure from what I heard, he's got Andy Kia as his assistant. I'm pretty sure I heard that. And someone else that's very deep in Perth.
And so Perth, obviously, they've come rock bottom. They've got the owner in David Sage, who's always been a very competitive person, who's always invested a lot of money into the club. So this year, they have brought in 16 new players and have released 14. So it's pretty much like a new team, like a new
Just like
A-League
ours,
team.
just like ours.
16 new players. I don't think we've brought in 16
and
bananas.
they've done it real quietly, bro.
Yeah, they
I
have.
really took notice, bro.
They have,
They've
and
done
there-
it
there's a
quietly.
They
couple-
brought in Ivanovic from Brisbane.
Remember,
Reece.
Mustafa Amini.
Yeah.
that young fella's a good bloke, bro. He's a good player.
Ivanovic?
Ivanovic, bro.
Yeah.
Very good signing, man. Very young bloke. He's got potential.
So I think going into round 1, we've got to be cautious here, man. They're going to come out firing. I was reading a interview that Clisby just did, Jack Clisby, who played in the Perth Glory Youth and obviously played for us. And he said, mate, he goes, last year a lot of the players went through actually depression because they were very unfamiliar with a season like that. But apparently the place is buzzing right now. Everyone's
through
motivated.
depression?
Really, he used the word depression.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine
Depression or
us.
depressed?
Imagine us supporting the Wanderers.
Yeah, but he
Come out.
he had a lot of injuries last year as well. On top of that,
Yeah.
And they played 9 games away straight
yeah. So a lot of
because Perth was on lockdown.
That's
so they
right.
couldn't go back.
that's
That's
right.
right, yeah.
So that's kind of played a large role in their mental state. But apparently the place is buzzing right now. They've had a really strong preseason. Everyone's fired up. There's a lot of competition, all the positions. So we got to be cautious. We can't look at the table and say, "Fuck, this team came last."
we can't go. I'm pretty sure people have run into this game and saying we've already got the 3 points, bro.
I am.
You do not want to do that because
Look at
at
home.
guys.
At home we should fucking be strong.
We don't have the best record.
we don't.
round
We
one,
don't.
bro. We don't have the best
We
record.
don't. I think overall Perth will be one of those teams that will be up and down a little bit. They're going to play 10 home games away from home. They're going to be playing out of Macedonia Park in Stirling in Perth.
What's happening
So-
there with their home ground?
The home ground's under refurb.
Again.
Yeah, so it won't be available till March next year.
Wow.
So they're also their home games aren't at home. You know what I mean? But look, first round 1. Remember last year, round 1, it was the derby, and it was a bit of a cagey one where nobody really wanted to take
no one
massive
would take
risks.
extra risk.
I think we've got to do it though. We're at home. Yeah.
We have to.
We have to go after them.
That word worries me.
I'm pretty sure we beat them that last game.
We should
With
win.
Rude's in charge, yeah?
No, it's not even just should, but we have to win. We have to win, bro. With the players we've signed, the players we've brought in, bro. We have to win. With Ninkovic in your squad, you have to
Guys,
win.
I'm a firm believer that shit takes time, right?
Same's
we're not a
going to go for them.
we're not a well-oiled machine at the moment. Let's be honest. We've brought in the right pieces, but have we hit our peak in terms of the team chemistry and all that stuff?
We won't pick till around 4 or 5.
Exactly. So I won't be surprised if any results till around 4 or 5, to be honest.
Yep.
And okay, we should win. Hopefully we do win.
Yep.
But if we don't win, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm going to say fucking round 1, we're still a bit rusty, and I'll probably.
But you want to see something, yeah?
100%.
I want to see something.
100%.
Fucking
I want to see us go for it.
Yeah,
but if we hit the post 5 times on the night and Perth fucking sneak a cheap goal on the counter attack,
Different
I'm not
story.
going to be devastated.
Different story.
Football, mate.
But we've got to be up for the week after straight away because it's fucking. It's a big
That's
one.
not that's not
That's
that's
the
not
one.
Not going to that. What's up, Kevin?
I'm already looking. I'm already looking.
there.
I've got a fucking circle. The flights are ready.
fucking hell.
Don't worry. Nah, but Perth, again, same with Perth, right? Because they've got to gel. They've got to make it all work. They've got Mustafa Amini, like I said. They've got Ivanovic. So
Got Reece. Is it Williams?
No. He's still with us. He's recovering.
No, they've got.
Oh, you're talking about that. I know which one you're talking
The
about.
long
yeah,
hair
yeah.
What's his name?
He's got a good,
Long
got
hair
good
dude.
miles in him, bro. A long hairdo guy. Yeah, Reece Williams. That's his name, bro. The young striker.
David
He played for
Williams.
David Williams. Sorry,
David
that's
Williams.
right.
So brought in
It's
David
confusing.
Williams, Mustafa Amini.
David Williams.
Do you remember David
David
He used to be
Williams,
North.
Wellington.
He used to
He
play
played
for North
for
Queensland.
Wellington.
Was it?
North Queensland, yes. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
Who's
one.
that? That's the
Okay,
one.
that guy. All right, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
Shit,
collecting all
okay.
his rupees. He's back. You know.
Yeah, all right. Well, good on him. He's back.
So
We'll fucking
he's got
we'll
good
touch him
miles.
up on the
What was he,
weekend.
45?
they've got
Next weekend.
Kutrimbas
Trimbus, yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
I feel a bit bad about that, man, because he showed promise. He showed promise. He
Till
wasn't
he-
quite
till he
there,
cut
but he
his
showed
hair
that.
off.
Yeah.
Till he cut his hair off, bro.
Went
All the
sour
magic
for him,
went, bro, with that
I
hair.
think it went sour when Reece Williams got injured.
Correct,
he was
because him
giving
and Reece
guidance.
worked. Yeah, they worked well together. But yeah, fuck. What do you do?
Still got
I
Finaroli there, bro.
I still think on paper, man.
Why are you looking for Neroli here? All right, he's 35, but fuck, he's a fucking good striker.
He's a fucking pest towards us always. Fuck.
He always bags on against us.
I think Marcelo will teach him a lesson.
Barisha, bro.
Let's hope. Let's hope he fucking.
Marcelo's gonna break 3 legs this year or something.
I hope so.
Let's not let Marcelo pull.
Let's not encourage him here. Because you know what?
No, encourage. You want
Does his
passion.
Yeah, we want passion, but not red. We don't want red cards.
Yeah,
bro.
we want
passion, not red cards.
Hey, Roots, we'll play with 9 every week, mate. Don't worry.
Let's talk hypotheticals now in regards to lineups for this game. What are we thinking, boys? Obviously,
Manouche starts or Lawrence?
Lawrence
chance.
Thomas is starting, bro.
Yeah?
Torres. Yeah, Thomas.
Thomas Torres.
Yeah, I'll get his name confused.
Thomas.
always.
Lawrence Thomas.
Torres.
He's obviously starting. What are we looking backline wise? Obviously.
Thomas actually is a funny story. I'll tell you.
Rip it out, fucking out.
Oh, you might as well tell the story, bro.
Tell the
Rip it out.
story.
Stop it out.
I was speaking with Anthony Creer, who's a high performance coach over at MacArthur. And obviously, he was at Victory with Kevin Muscat for 5 years. So I threw the question at Anthony today. I said, Anthony, has there ever been a time where you've come back after an off season and fucking someone's overweight? And he says, yeah, mate, always. He goes, I'll tell you one. He goes, and he's probably okay for telling me this story. So when Lawrence Thomas was at Victory, he was a reserve keeper for 2 years, and the main keeper, Nathan something I forgot, got injured. So Lawrence Thomas signed a new contract.
Name's confusing, bro.
It does. He signed a
Sounds
new
like it should be the other way around.
he signed a new contract, and he finished the season off really well. I think they lost to Sydney FC in the final that year.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes overseas with his mum to Italy, and he goes, "I get a message one night, a week out from the players returning, and he messaged him from Italy. He goes, mate, I've let go. He goes, I've fucking gained 8.5 kilos.
Too much spaghetti.
8.5 kilos. So he comes back to pre-season. Kevin Muscat fucking loses his shit. Says, I don't want to fucking see you for 2 weeks. Gives him to this Anthony guy.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm going to make a deal with you, to Thomas. He goes, you're coming to training with me and you're going home with me and you're going to eat what I tell you. So he fucking fed him spinach for 2 weeks.
Fuck.
Went in the morning at 6:30 on the bike, trained the house down, finished the day on the bike, and he lost 6.5 kilos in 2 weeks. So
Boys, I'm off to Macca's, bro.
yeah, fuck.
After hearing that story, fuck me dead.
I want a pasta after
Fucking
that, bro.
large McSpicy. Fucking.
If I was in Melbourne, I'd be wanting a
Story, bro,
Euro.
you depressed me, bro. Spinach. For 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Fuck bro.
I would have thrown the bike at him and the spinach, bro.
Oh, mate, I don't think he wanted to do it with Kevin Muscat, bro, to be honest.
But
Imagine your coach saying,
Papa was like that as well back
you
in the
need
day.
to, bro.
Boys, can I just say one thing quickly? Because it's been going through the comment section. Malta is in Malta.
Malta is in Malta.
He's actually in Malta.
He is in Malta. Check his Insta story
Yeah.
if you're not following him. Follow him.
Instagram, yeah. He's on.
He'll accept you.
He's probably he's probably in Gozo now. He's probably
in
visited all of Malta in about 2 days because it's not that big.
Crystal. Isn't that crystal clear blue water, bro?
Oh, yeah,
Ridiculous, that water, bro, that he's in, bro. Wow.
Hey, but I'd rather fucking be here, bro. Round 1, round 2. Fuck the holiday. I'm excited about the season, bro.
Absolutely.
Fucking that first 2 rounds, bro. Oof.
He's playing that trip all wrong, bro.
He was
2 months ago,
actually
bro.
thinking, he goes to me, he goes, do you reckon, I'm in Malta, do you reckon I could fly back for the round 2?
And go back.
Fly back again. I go, bro, you normal.
Fucking how long's he gone for? How long's he gone for?
4 weeks.
Oh, no, 6 weeks.
He'll be
Oh,
back, he'll be
fuck.
back after the Melbourne
So
game.
I've got a spot for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you do. Get in.
You always got a spot.
Sorry,
He might have
fuckers.
to redeem himself. He might have to redeem himself.
Yeah, fuck.
Kev's always got a spot.
That's all
Malta
right.
might be on the
fucking-
back burner when he gets back. Hey.
Yeah.
Give him the cleanup duty.
Fucking- I don't have a country to go to, so that's okay. I'm staying here, boys.
What, you mean Fairfield?
Fairfield. Even Needed City's gone, bro. The one thing we fucking had. It's gone.
All right, so back to the lineup, boys.
Traore at left.
Absolutely,
That's
that's a no-brainer. Locked in, obviously. Centre back partnerships, obviously. What Marcelo?
Yep.
And for me, Mitchell for sure.
Yep.
Right backs off, you got to be clear because Tat Russell's gone. Shout out to Russell with his ACL injury. Obviously,
all the best, man.
All the best.
Stop there, man. Dude, him for sure, do you reckon? You wouldn't give Colucci a go? He's a right back. You wouldn't give him a run?
I would give Colucci a run. Just not
Big
yet.
calls.
I still
Not
think
yet?
I still think he's got a bit more to learn and mature a bit more. I do see him as the future right back of the club. Just not yet. I still feel like he's a bit too raw. I think he needs maybe a bit longer.
Couple of spells off the bench.
Yeah, off this bench, and then hopefully get that starting position. I think Kleur was it. What's his?
Kleur.
Kleur. He looked good in. He
he
looked
looked good.
safe.
Yeah.
He didn't fucking play. He didn't.
He didn't play risky play. Like
Yeah, he played safe. He done what he had to. He didn't. He played the house down, but he played a very
Done
safe
his
brand.
job.
He done his
Done
job.
his job.
So I'm happy with starting with Kleur.
Yeah.
And later on bring in obviously Colucci. So I think that's our back four. Obviously from the trial games as well. That's what we're looking with.
So now, like, we're going into the lineup now, but we don't even know what lineup he's playing. So
We're just going off our back.
You want to just go? Let's say he's playing a 4-3-3, okay? Because he has played that in the back end of last season. So what are we doing with the midfield?
I reckon we go for 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
I reckon we go 4-4-2, bro. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to start with 2 strikers.
So who's our central midfielders?
It's
It's got to be Bazanic.
Bazanic and Amalfitano.
I think you're right.
Those two there.
Yep.
And the wingers will be Yenny, the French guy. I think he'll be right.
He's
by
still
I
now.
want to see him. I haven't
injured.
seen him play yet. I haven't seen-
He will not start. He's injured.
Yeah, but
You reckon it was that bad?
He's injured.
yes,
He hasn't played, man. So
No,
he's
he
not
played,
gonna-
but he
he's
came
not going to
off
be ready for round
No,
one.
no,
Right.
he did play.
He didn't play in
No,
that
no, he
game.
didn't play.
Not in
against
that
you.
game.
didn't,
But
he
he
didn't.
has played trial games. And I know
But
he's
he's
looked
injured.
good.
He's injured. He's
No,
injured.
but when I spoke to him, he said he's almost back. So it was nothing
Yeah,
serious.
but he's not going to be ready for round one.
Who knows?
You
If,
never
if-
know.
if he starts training this week, if he can get a week under his belt, you never know. It wouldn't surprise me if he starts, but it's looking like he won't.
Yeah.
Maybe Rami might start.
Yeah.
Nazarene.
Nazarene.
Nazarene,
Might start.
Nazarene, I'm happy with that. Who's on the other?
So where's Ninkovic going?
See, that's the problem there.
dun dun dun.
That's the big problem there.
I reckon he might play him
problem
behind
there.
the striker. Because don't forget,
I wanna put him in, but
Barello might play wide as well.
Right now?
Barello's on the right.
Hey, so Barello's on the right.
Barello's on the
On the right flank?
Yeah.
So who are we going on the left flank?
Nazarene.
Nazarene, that's what he
Nazarene.
said, yeah.
And I think it's going to be.
No, if you're saying-
Obviously,
no, no,
Ninkovic
but-
isn't starting now.
Hypothetically, you're saying.
No,
yeah?
I think Ninkovic.
Yeah, we don't even know if he's going to play
What would you say?
4-4-2.
You're saying Yenny, yeah?
Yenny.
That's where I would
Yenny,
go. But then again, I'm
Ninkovic,
coming back
yeah?
and saying, hang on.
All right, so where are you putting
Ninkovic, okay, first of all, we're not playing a 4-2-2-2 that Sydney FC was playing, because Sydney's playing 4-2-2. The two wingers in that middle third,
inverted,
they were
right?
inverted, right? So they're playing as 2-10s, which allowed the fullbacks to push into that space. We're not playing that system, so Ninkovic cannot play out wide. It's got to be a central role, either one of the two
Exactly.
up front.
If you're going to say that,
Yep.
we've just said Bazanic and Malfitano.
Yeah, that's locked.
That's locked.
So where's Ninkovic?
So Ninkovic, there's two options for me for Ninkovic.
Unless you
He
play
com-
with the cam.
He comes on as a sub,
Yep.
or he plays higher up as one of those twos and drops into a 10.
As a cam. Yeah.
As a cam and just free roams around there. But then our shape was turned into like a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, so we don't really know. 'cause-
We don't know, but your best
don't know about
11
the
would
formation.
include him in it.
Yeah.
And then either Kirpic or Yengi
So who's starting, Kripic or Yankee?
I think
Yengi, right?
bro.
Oh, you reckon?
Just for the,
I reckon he's just going
Start
to
him.
give him the first run, and Yengi's going to come off the bench.
I see Kirby starting the first game and then getting dropped against Victory. That's what I see, bro.
Oh, if he doesn't
you could
if he
be
doesn't
right,
show
bro.
any different from that last game,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
He looked very flat. I feel like he was struggling to get into the
Rhythm?
pockets.
Yeah.
Like his runs, were, like
Then again, don't forget, the service wasn't there, bro. Like,
oh, no,
wingers
when
weren't there.
Ninkovic came on,
When
also,
Ninkovic came on, it was a different
100%.
story.
Bro,
But
he
then
had
he came off.
Yeah.
He had a chance in the box, came straight
Yeah.
to his foot, and he's 6 yards out, and he
he's
tries
trying
to
to
move it to his
yeah,
other
left,
foot.
right,
Like he
right,
hit
right.
that first time, bro.
Look, maybe he's just trying to find his bearings. all right?
Absolutely.
Banana's getting a bit defensive because he's a Bosnian. This, that.
Hey, he will come good. Don't get me wrong, he will come good, but he's not at that level yet. I don't believe so. So I think, you know what, Rudin will start him, and then realise he's not ready just yet. Give him every opportunity to prove himself again. And I think at Melbourne, he's going to go for stronger Yengi to hold the ball up and play a deeper shape formation.
I don't mind that. I don't mind having two strikers competing for that. That
Absolutely.
role.
Competition, mate. It's
I
healthy.
like that. It's good.
It's healthy.
Bring back Cressinger. Fuck it.
Might as well.
All right, let's go into predictions then. Predictions.
I'm going to go straight off the bat, 1-1.
Yeah. I'm going to go Bosbury, 1-1.
I'm going to go last. You go, Kev.
All right, 3-0 Wanderers.
Right.
I'm going to go 2-1 Wanderers.
I'm going 1-0. I'm with Bosbury, 1-0. Both teams are fucking pretty much reset.
Yep.
Finding their feet, bro. 1-0 sounds like a...
I think Bruno will score a goal, and I think our goal scorer will be...
They'll score first, you reckon, yeah?
I reckon they'll score
They'll
first,
score first.
but I think second half,
I'll agree. They'll score first.
Yep.
But we're going to put 2.
hopefully.
They're not fucking scoring, bro.
Kev's gone for the
They're not
3-0.
fucking
3-1, bro.
Fuck it. No,
I normally go 3-0. I said 3-0.
He said 3-0.
I normally go 3-1, but I said 3-0. They're not fucking scoring.
Burnt the clean sheet.
I think we got a lot of points to prove, man. I think it's just going to be a different vibe, different
It's going to
atmosphere.
be a cagey
13,000
game. Let's be
members.
honest. It's going to be cagey.
If we get a... If
We
we...
got 13,000. Yeah, we got 13,000 members. Everyone fucking
Show the
be
fuck
there.
up, bro.
Rock up.
Show up, bro.
It's a
Rock up,
It's
bro.
a Sunday, right?
It's a Sunday
Fucking-
afternoon, bro.
There's no excuses.
There's no NRL grand final.
Our final. Let's go Parrot. Go Parrot. And what do you call it? No excuses now, man. I remember when they used to play on Sundays. They used to be at 5 o'clock. They said, "Oh my god, why couldn't they make it earlier? Tomorrow's a school day." Blah blah blah. Well, here it is.
There's
They
no
made it
fucking
early.
excuses.
They made it earlier
Bro,
for you. 3 o'clock afternoon, bro. Can't be any better.
No,
bro.
let's be
You have
honest.
some
Bring your
time to
kids,
get
worry
home. Bring
about
your
it.
kids, your auntie, your grandma, your uncle. Bring them all.
I'm going to be in.
Long lost cousin,
I'm going to be
whatever.
in defense of all those fans that don't come to games. Okay, we've gone 8-9 years of failure. All right, so I understand fans being very reluctant to come, but if we're going to go off early signs, give it a fucking shot. Jump on board, jump on the bandwagon, and just come to that first game. Hey,
Fucking oath.
Give it a red hot crack.
6 games in, if you
Even
say, you know
Stoss
what,
is
it's just
coming.
6 games in, if it's still
Fuck off. I
shit,
went to heaps of games last year. What the fuck?
Stoss been good. Stoss
Also
been
back
been
last
alright.
season.
Hey, listen, 7-8 rounds in.
Boz is back, bro.
I'm back.
Dead.
7-8 rounds in. Hey, if it's still the same story as the last 8-9 years,
Hand
by
over
all
your
means,
membership.
fucking go back to your normal lives. But give it a shot. Jump
give-
on board,
give it a
support the boys, get on the bandwagon, get behind these boys, and let's fucking all turn up on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Show up, bro. We're all Westies, but let's fucking show up for the team, brother. Fuck me, they're not hiding,
100%.
bro.
Hey, imagine we win.
The mood has changed, bro. The mood
Imagine we win. Hey, imagine
What is it?
we win.
Season 1-2 vibes.
Hey, Stoss? Imagine we put in a very...
Boris is back, bro. Sorry, my bad.
He's
My bad.
That was quite funny.
My bad.
Boris should be brought up in this fucking podcast.
Should have been.
But it was a funny video.
Yeah. Anyway.
I thought it was funny.
What I was saying is, for the fucking 12th time, if we put in a convincing performance and win 3-0 like Kev said, imagine the fucking hype going to Melbourne.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, dude,
Hey?
yeah.
Imagine that.
There's enough hype.
Let's not talk too much about
that would
Melbourne.
be-
We'll leave that for
Yeah,
the-
but I see that
Yeah, but I
fire
agree, I
being
agree.
dimmed down a bit if we don't get a win,
Yeah.
going to round 2 Melbourne. But if we win 3-0 convincingly, mate,
Well, I've gone for the win. You just said the 1-1.
Hey, we said the 1-1.
I'm realistic.
We're
I'm
being
not going for the
We've already
3-0.
got our flights, we've got
Yeah.
accommodation.
3-0.
Cambosis is fighting. Fucking, we're going.
Hey, it's going to be one hell of a trip if you fucking.
You know what's going to happen, bro? Hey, we're going to beat Victory and Cambosis is going to win the title.
Let's
back.
give it. Hang on.
And we're losing all our money at the cast.
Let's give it a little bit of a talk, bro. Let's give it that. Let's give it that way trip. No. Obviously, we're going to talk about it again, but just
Let's dabble.
Brother, if you're not there, there's something wrong with you.
Dabble, you guys, dabble. Right, if you're not going to Melbourne, there's something.
You're not going to Melbourne?
Fuck you! No, all jokes aside.
Hey, but to those fans who've never been to a Melbourne away game, it's something fucking different. Yeah. It's different.
Tour of duty.
There's nothing like this in the A-League.
It's out of control.
It's absolute scene. So
There's people going that haven't been for the last maybe 5-6 years. They're going, and
I'm going, bro.
I know you're going, but I'm saying
Stoss is crossing the border.
That's massive.
I'm saying that these people haven't been there, and I remember when these people were there, season 1, season 2, when we were there, and the atmosphere was fucking cracker, bro, from both sides, man. And I just asked those people, you reckon there's one more of that?
one more. We've got one more.
We've got one more in you, and they're doing the
I'm not banned from Melbourne anymore either, so that's good.
That's all.
lovely, bro.
Boys, not shortly after that, it's fucking Sydney FC away.
Is it?
November 12th. Bro, I've got them all marked down.
Nice.
Banana. They're all marked down.
Good old days.
And by the way, members can get 10% off the Melbourne tickets
After we
already bought them.
Are there any tickets left?
I think there's the concession ones that most of the boys bought anyway. So it's $7 from $7. No, it's going to be a round one, boys.
round one. Let's stick to round one.
Let's not go too much into
Listen.
Everyone there.
20,000 would be nice. We can get
Oh,
20,000.
That'll be nice. That'll be
Round
nice.
Yeah.
I'd love to see
Listen,
that, bro.
15,000.
Let's be realistic. I reckon we're going to get 10K.
10K. All right, 10K.
We've got 13,000 members.
What'd you say? 10K?
10K.
Brother, I'm thinking 22, 23, bro. Yeah, bro.
You're dreaming, boy.
They need to televise that on
I
RBTV
love your
then.
faith,
But
we're not getting that many.
But
back.
let me
We're
ask you
not.
something, yeah?
If we go a few games on a run, yes, we'll
Okay,
get that.
why am I saying 22, 23? If the Eels win the grand final, everyone's gonna be buzzing. They're gonna want to go back to Combank.
Nah,
A lot of hey,
It
don't
means
think that,
nothing,
bro.
bro. It means nothing.
I think that
We
there's
know-
gonna be a
we know
lot of-
Penrith-
It means
Penrith
nothing.
wins.
Hey, mark my words, 10K. That's what you're going to get.
How can
if
you-
we win that, then we go to win Victory away.
Stoss, how
then
can you say
those
10K
numbers
when we've got 13K members, bro?
means nothing. That
What? So
means
3K members aren't going to come
on,
to
bro.
round one.
We've had
Oh,
that many.
it's happened
Brother, how
before,
much
was,
members
bro.
have we had all these years?
Yeah, but we've got Ninkovic
We've got Ninkovic now,
Ninkovic.
guys.
Right,
We've got
Ninkovic.
Ninkovic.
We got Ninkovic. Eastern Sydney.
10K, bro. 10K.
It is Sydney.
All right, we got anything else?
Let's keep going. Fuck it. Don't get going.
Fucking just pour another scotch. We'll just talk shit all night. Fucking.
You guys got any questions? I know we always
Throw some questions. I'll read
throw
them
some
out.
questions at
I've
us.
been
bro. Ask
ignoring
us
it.
something,
Hey, just
bro.
on before we do go into that, how good was it meeting some of the lads that watch us, like Tough Garage?
100%.
Yeah, to finally
Shout out
met
to
the
Tough
bloke.
Garage.
Garage, bro.
Yeah, you're a-
You know,
Hey,
it's funny you said thanks for meeting me, but you had met him the week before as well.
Did I?
Yeah, we met him, but
Oh, I get blurred, bro.
he didn't properly introduce himself.
he didn't
we
say
had a
it.
chat with him. There was a few other boys, Cameron and all that.
Go for a leg.
Troy, shout out to Troy as well. He's a big,
lemon tree over
big
there.
guy, big viewer, always on the show. So credit to everyone that came out and they introduced themselves.
And there was I think the guy who runs Western Sydney Euphoria page
Bro, that was
on
my
Insta.
That was my bad.
Yeah, starts saying he's bad. He goes, he forgot to put it because he was fucking up all night. Blah blah blah.
There's
I forgot to put it.
a serious topic.
It's not that we ignored you.
I hate changing the mood, but
Well, why are you going to
do we go into it?
Let's go into it. You're into it now.
Yeah,
bro.
fucking.
All
Stoss
right.
is going. Now's the time to go
All
into
right,
it.
the
I
time
hate
he's
to go in,
gone.
but on this show we
We're getting rid
cover
of Stoss.
everything.
Yep.
So it wouldn't be right that we don't bring this up, but we got to be careful treading around this because it's still a legal matter. So on the day of the RBB anniversary, the Daily Mail released an article saying one of the Wanderers players has been involved in a what do you call it? A rape case.
When was that? That was like maybe 3-4 years ago.
So it's 4 years ago. So from my understanding, the female involved has gone back to the police and has requested the case to be reopened. the police has gone to the FFA, asked for the documents because the FFA did their own investigation when it happened 4 years ago. The FFA rejected the request. Then the Australian federal police has then got a warrant out for these documents and has retrieved the documents. So the case is now officially reopened. Now, we're not going to mention names, but there is a possibility that this player is stood down. We have yet to see that because it happened after their last game. So we don't know. It's still a grey area. But all I can say is obviously in this country you're proven innocent. You're innocent till proven guilty. So we support all our players till that happens, till they're proven guilty. So that's all we can say.
It's just one of those situations, right? You just don't know. Like you just don't know.
It's as simple as this, bro. If you're found guilty, bro, can't throw the book at the cunt, bro. Simple as that, bro. 100%. If he's there's no evidence and he's innocent, bro, kill the story. Stop bringing it back up.
It's a pity that he's moved on from it.
And someone else hasn't.
And someone hasn't. And now, a week or 2 weeks out from the season, he has to go through this again.
That was the only downer on the whole
that's right.
pre-season that we've had.
That's right.
Because this particular player is a new signing to us at the moment for this season. So, like, it could have come up any time in the last couple of years, but it's come up now. But look,
I think it did come up before. It's just that it's reopened. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, it got reopened now when he re-signed with us. So,
now,
but it is what it is.
Now, from my understanding, he's very well represented. He's got some really good, reputable lawyers defending him, representing him, I should say. And so, hopefully, fingers crossed, the case is shut down real soon.
Absolutely.
And that got shut down once, bro.
Yeah, and that player can refocus on football. So that's all. We had to cover that because a lot of people sent us some messages asking us if we knew anything about it.
Come back and read these fucking questions, bro. I can't see it from here, bro.
I was just gonna say, like, a reminder to everybody after the game, outside Gate C, like post-match interviews, right, for next Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, Banana?
Yeah, we'll be there, bro. We're there, bro.
We're always there.
You know,
we are there, bro.
We've got familiar faces, but we wouldn't mind some new faces.
We need
just
some
come
new
have a
we
chat.
need some new people, bro.
You know,
we love Georgie. We love the cunt. But we need, he needs some backup, bro.
George is the main guy. We need a supporting cast.
It's pinnacle.
Yeah, we need a supporting cast.
Hey, good effort by him to make the RBB day as well.
Fuck it. Now, how about the shirt, bro?
On his grandmother's 40th day.
Fair call to Georgie, bro.
It was he made an effort to come down, which was
You know what George has about him? He has that presence where he can lift everyone up in the room. So when he came, everyone was fucking screaming out George, and it just created a new buzz.
Fucking Banana had him on fucking Tinder, swiping left and right.
Swiping left and right.
Shout out to Georgie. We love you, bro.
For like or what? Right for right.
I don't know. I've never been on a dating app.
I've got a good question coming in. Lads, thoughts on the Australia Cup final?
Tomorrow night.
That's great.
I'm going. I'm going. My son.
Yeah.
We're both going. Let's hope we're upset.
So I was speaking with the Anthony today about their game plan and all that. The game plan for MacArthur Bulls is to come out and score an early goal, because they're expecting obviously United to park the bus, and the longer that game goes 0-0, the stronger they'll get. Yep. So they're going to come out real fast and try to bag a quick goal, and they believe once they get that first goal, they'll score 3-4 more. I do want United to win.
I think United will win.
Just for the beauty of the game. And
Can you imagine United in the Asian Champions League?
It'll show how
messy for us.
It'll show how fucked up the
saying.
system is. A semi-professional team.
Forget the flaws. But how crazy would that
Who's
be?
going to pay for the flights?
How can you forget the flaws, bro? A semi-professional team representing Australia at the ACL, bro.
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's
make
crazy.
sense, bro.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Fuck it.
But good on them. Fuck, good on them. We all want them to win.
Rudes will be there.
But fuck, hey, they're going to win one before we can even win one. Regardless who wins,
they're going to go to the ACL and flop.
Yeah, but regardless, one of those two teams is going to win the FA Cup for the first time before us
in our
stadium.
It's already happened, bro. Sydney FC have won the fucking grand final in our stadium, bro.
Like, at least if it was like fucking Adelaide, you'd be like, it's Adelaide.
Thanks for bringing that up, guys.
You got to love being a Wanja supporter, bro.
Fucking hell. We didn't even get to play the Australian Cup.
Like, if MacArthur win, I'm not too phased, bro. Like,
I want United to win.
but if like like I want you, like I'd like United to win, bro. But then you're just gonna hear that
Forever.
shit
Hold on a
for
second,
so long. That
correction.
It'll be like
yeah.
a Greece World Cup.
guys are
Correction.
wanderers.
Someone goes not ACL, the Asian Super Cup.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Maybe that's they've rebranded the cup.
They rebranded it.
I was under the impression that it was ACL.
Don't
spot.
worry about ACL Asian Super. They're gonna win the FFA Cup before us.
Australia Cup.
Australia Cup.
Australia Cup, whatever
Don't worry
the
about
fuck.
it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I'd like them to win, but I'm just gonna hear this fucking.
Can someone clarify this? This is
I'm just gonna hear this thing over at where you won a title in your trophy in your stadium, bro. This is a fucking A-League bullshit. Blah,
Brother,
blah,
MacArthur
blah.
been around 2 seconds and they're gonna win it.
I'm not worried much for MacArthur. I can brush them off, but fuck. Bro.
Yeah, if you're not a winner, it's not good for us.
It's like a double. What
Yeah.
do they say? It's that
Double whammy.
double whammy. Yeah, it's like I want them to win, bang, and then
So-
bang, they
Oh,
go
yeah,
back
yeah,
in our
yeah.
face.
I can confirm that the Asian Cup was
Cup,
is an association football competition run by the Asian Football Confederation.
There's
AFC.
comments coming in left, right, and centre here, bro. I've had too many
It's
scotches.
going the haywire.
Yeah, whatever it is, it is.
Whatever. No, go and type in now. What does the winner get? Australian Cup.
No, that's not the question.
Oh, okay. I've got clarity.
Australian
I've got
Cup winner.
clarity.
What is it?
I've got clarity. All right,
what do you got?
So whoever finishes first, or whoever wins the grand final, looks like they go to the ACL.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the FFA Cup goes to like the Europa version.
No, stop. It's
the other way around.
No. There's no more FFA Cup. It's Australia Cup.
Okay. Whoever wins the Australia Cup goes to the second
didn't go
tier
well, Kim.
version.
Oh, for
Goes
fuck's
to the
sake.
second tier version. I'm the only one that can read.
what-
I've got glasses on.
No, I'm reading that.
There's no more.
I've just had too many
There's
Glenfiddich.
no more FFA Cup. It's changing to the original Australia.
Why are we going back to that now? We're trying to establish where this team's going.
The third place
We know-
goes and plays the Assyrian Cup.
Nice.
So-
I need about stadium.
So yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Even Liverpool Olympic got the call up.
And then fourth place, I've seen that text. I've seen that text. And then fourth place plays the Croatian Cup. So yeah, it's all happening. All the international cups.
But who goes to the UEFA Champions League?
Just Malta on his own.
Malta.
Yeah, he goes.
Everyone's winning fucking cups, bro. Where's ours, brother? Where's our cup?
We've got a cup here.
Right here, mate.
Hey, we
One
won.
day,
We
bro.
won
One day, brother.
We won the
Throw
fucking
some more
ACL, bro.
Oi, one day. One day.
Throw some more questions at us before we fucking pull the pin here.
What's the?
People can't probably see what that is, bro. It's
I'm sure they can
it's
see
blue
what it is.
label, not blue label.
You guys have done your season
It's blue
previews
label.
anyway,
It's
right?
blue label.
You guys have
Blue
your
Yeah,
season
yeah.
It's gonna
previews.
sit here for a few years, but we'll get there. It's part of the equipment
AFC
now.
Cup, the Australia Cup.
It's Australia Cup. There's only A-League, Australia Cup, and that's it, bro. There's nothing else.
Oh, Boz is watching. Actually, Boz.
Balls, you hear, bro.
Balls, you here? Where are you?
I'm here. There's another Boz who introduced himself. I think he's very active on Twitter. Shout out to Boz, and wishing your mother all the best. He knows what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, let's call that a wrap. I reckon.
Hang on, what's someone else got there? Hang on.
Malta said Stoss out.
Malta.
Hey, look.
Fucking bastards.
Stoss out. Oop.
Everyone
Where?
wants it.
Fuck Malta.
I don't think that's our Malta.
No?
Nah,
No, that must be him, bro.
that's his number one fan.
All right. How about our thoughts on old mate going to Newcastle United? What's his name?
Kowal, Garan Kowal.
Yeah,
Yep. He signed today, I think.
he pretty much signed today.
Oh, hey, actually, more important things. Did everyone see the away kit?
Yes, let's touch on that. Let's touch on both. A home kit and away kit, man. It's why we're here, bro.
Sorry, Stoss.
No, that's fine. I'm just relaying.
I'd love to touch on that though.
Let's touch it.
Oh, my question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to touch on
Let's
that.
do
All right, let's go
Let's
kids
do that.
first.
We need to update these, but
Well-
I don't like one of the sponsors on there, bro. I just don't like it.
Oh, Freemans.
A lot of us need lawyers.
Maybe I can get rid of it. Like,
We all need lawyers, mate.
Yeah, it's a West. Right?
Basically.
We're going to need one by the end of this show.
mate. Where's the bottle?
Is that the
Fuck, you
representative
empty
for...
it, really?
Nearly finished the whole
that's
bottle.
the
mate's
Yeah,
representative.
it's all happening here.
All right,
Fuck, you guys have been hiding it down the other end. I've run out.
Yeah.
touch on the fucking home jerseys, bro.
Yeah, Kev, wind it up.
Wind it up. Yeah, all right, well...
Touch on the home.
The home jersey got a bit of a paintbrush feel to it.
That looks pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Someone did it. I don't mind that. I like it.
I don't
Keep
mind
the
it,
jersey
yeah.
the same as it is. Don't fucking give me no
Don't keep
stupid
fucking with it.
Up and down stripe. Give me that fucking stripes going like the hoops. I'm happy with that, bro. Now,
But the away one.
you guys, you talk about the home. If you guys, Oh, that's
away
my
one.
opinion on the home one. Your
I don't mind the away one.
No, we're talking about the home one.
The home one has to be similar to, let's say, a club like Barcelona or Newcastle.
No.
It's got to have the
Ajax. Do Ajax ever change their home kit?
I don't even know what they have, bro.
No, they never change their home kit.
Oh, they bring limited edition
White
ones
with
in.
the red. They never change their cards. Leave it like that, bro. Never gets old.
Olympiacos is the same too, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
there's
it's the
nothing
same.
to
Fenerbahce as well.
Yeah.
It's the
Nothing
other
to
blue,
change.
yeah.
Leave that. That's a beautiful kit. Don't touch it.
I love the away kit, bro. I love
Love
it.
it?
Minus
Minus.
our good old Freeman friends. I think the font for the sponsorship is a bit too large.
Yep.
If it was a bit smaller, it probably would have been a bit better. But I'm loving the colorway, the white with the red and black in the middle, and it's not just a jersey. It's the white shorts and the white socks as well. So it's the full kit. I loved it. I love it. They did a good job on it this year.
I'm pretty sure now, even with the home kit now it's red and black jersey, of course, and black
Are we
shorts
Kappa? Are
and
we
black
Kappa?
socks now. Kappa, Kappa's cracker.
Kappa's the best, bro.
Kappa's number one, bro. Can't
Shut
go
the
wrong.
gates.
Number
Sponsors,
one.
bro.
All right, back to my question, Boz.
What was that?
Qual.
Elaborate
Um,
that transfer to Newcastle,
massive,
which is massive.
massive transfer, especially for someone.
Who, bro? Who are we talking about?
Qual.
Oh, from Central Coast, bro.
Goran Qual.
African boy.
Oh, to Newcastle.
Yeah, United.
Sorry, yeah, I saw
In
that.
the
Sorry,
Pre-
bro.
So is he our only player in the Premier League at the moment?
No. So he's they purchased his rights, but they're still gonna loan him out, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is he the only Aussie in the Premier League at the moment?
No. Yeah, you're right.
Who else is playing in the Premier League right now?
Aussie.
Can someone answer this question?
Holland, bro. Holland.
No, honestly, I feel like there's no Aussies playing in the
Well,
Premier
he's
League.
not
Isn't
playing
he
in the
from
EPL,
Cronulla?
is he? We can't say that. He's not playing there, but he's the only.
But he's
the
going to be
only
contracted to an EPL team.
He's the only Aussie signed to a EPL team, I believe. I'm just having a quick think. There are players.
goes
What?
what in the Prem?
What?
Who's that?
Who?
What?
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 Who's what's play for?
What?
Southampton.
Watford?
Southampton. All right.
There you go.
Interesting.
There you go. DB2308.
That's why.
Shout out.
That's why we love our viewers because they
Yeah.
always come
So
through.
we don't know everything.
Listen, I'm going to say it. Australia is
Fucking
lacking any real talent coming through. So anyone that breaks into one of the major leagues, we've also got
Especially the EPL.
the La Liga. Who's our friend that scored the?
I suppose we've got someone else at Fulham.
He's out on loan. He's out on loan.
They're just making up names now. Already.
He scored the other day for Australia.
Who's our left winger?
Oh, fuck. Someone's gone nuts.
Abil,
There's
Abil,
heaps of
Abil.
people.
Alan Mabil.
Nabil.
Yeah.
So
Good-
you know
he's a good
we
player.
need these youngsters going to his major league.
Tyrese Francois.
Sorry.
They're taking the piss now.
Sorry.
bro. Tyrese
At
Francois.
Fulham. He's playing for...
Alan
I'm going to
Watts.
fucking Google it.
Bro, someone's pulling out fucking.
What about Dixon? Cider.
Mabil.
Isn't he?
What do we think about A-League Fantasy? Oh, man, I'm on A-League Fantasy this
So,
year.
no, aren't you on a Boz?
Yeah,
with the
Boz.
thing? Aren't you?
That's not.
A-League Fantasy. Where else are we?
We're on. Not
I
Boz,
sent you
right?
an invite.
Yeah, but we're on. But you.
Yeah, so
you're
we've
the guy running
so
the
we've
show.
got our fantasy team all set up in our own comp.
Yeah, boys, we got rocked. Yeah. He
We
plays
got
for Fulham.
We got rock dropped. We got rock dropped.
Tyrese Francois plays for Fulham.
Francois.
Plays for Fulham, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, but yes, you know him, but he's got a full English accent. I think he was born and raised there, but I think
No, it's from Campbelltown.
Isn't that it?
You get full English accents over there, but it's not be
It's from Campbelltown.
Bro, there's some spin-out players with surnames in the league, bro.
It is true. Look, I think that's it.
Oh, awesome.
Anyway,
Who would have thought McAllister for Brighton was fucking Spanish? Anyway.
What?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, McAllister, Brighton.
It's not the EPL show now, but
he's a good
that's
player,
all right.
bro. Good player, good fantasy player.
Yeah,
Well, not sure
someone's
good
dropped a
one.
massive question that needs to
Go.
But boys, promotion, relegation, yeah or nah?
Yeah,
It's a must, but
We won't go into it, but yeah. Has to be done.
it's a must.
One
but
team.
but it has to be done the right way.
one team.
Yeah.
One team
We're not
gets
big enough.
relegated. One team gets promoted. That's it. We can't do
To
the
start
two.
with. To start with.
And that one team that comes up gets obviously
Yeah.
the backing they need from the league, and some obviously funding from
But
sponsors and
the
all
FA.
that. So it's got to be done properly.
I know. We can sit here and say promotion, relegation, blah blah blah,
that
this
easy.
and that. But it's not as
not that
easy as
easy.
it fucking sounds, bro.
Don't read that one, Stoss.
Someone's gonna say, "Oh, how can it not put that fucking? Oh, just get the fucking teams to the league, blah blah blah." And They can go up and down how they like, bro.
Doesn't work that way.
It's not that easy,
The
bro.
mic one.
I think that's the massive hurdle in this country. It's fucking.
Yeah.
It's not that easy to work out, bro. There's so many teams around.
But if we can
country.
find the right pathway for these teams, I'm all for it, man.
100%.
I'm all for it. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Make it more exciting, man.
These teams that were built by migrants 50, 60 odd years ago to play in the top tier again, I think it's beautiful because it's a collaboration of our new league and the old league, and we finally meet.
And we're finally seeing it tomorrow. Big club versus small club.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
City United versus small club.
MacArthur.
Fuck, there's like 4,000 players playing overseas now, based on these comments.
That we didn't know.
We're at the can of worms. We acted like there was no one playing overseas.
I'm thinking the only Aussie, and then boom, they've dropped like fucking 10 names.
There's one playing for Bournemouth, apparently.
We thought only this
We're
guy
about
signed
to win
for
the World
Newcastle.
Cup, boys. Fucking hell.
Mike Oxlong plays for Bournemouth.
Fucking hell, bro.
That's
What's his name, bro?
think that went through, but I think that went through, boss.
Someone's gone,
Mike
what
Coxlong?
teams do you think should be in the second division?
What teams do you think?
If I was to pick the teams, bro, I'll probably watch the second league more than the A-League.
Oh, you fucking got me.
You went and Googled it.
I actually Googled Oxlong. I Googled Oxlong, bro.
That sounds like. I was like, Stoss,
Go
don't
in
say
and
it.
Googled it, bro.
And it goes, did you mean? I go, what do you mean? You're a fucking EPL player. Got me there, Mike.
We're right on. It's all happening here. RBTV.
Fuck 'em.
That's all.
Blame the fucking Glenfiddich, boys.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back, people.
Hey, we're gonna have a lot of fun this year, bro.
We've had the usual dramas with the camera and the cable.
Fucking, we tried 3 different cables.
Yeah, bro.
None of them
We can never
fucking
get it
fit.
right.
And in the end, look, it's been excellent connection the whole time. So all that was for nothing.
All that, all
You're
this.
talking like fuck you, Malta, you idiot.
You're talking like we're in a bunker, bro.
Fuck, we did. All right, I think we'll
I think you call it a wrap.
call it a wrap, lads.
That was a great first show.
everyone,
Always a pleasure. Good to see you all once again.
enjoy your long
Love.
weekend. Don't do anything silly. Double the merits. These
Yep.
fucking bastards.
Subscribe.
Bro. Hey, you guys know.
Fuck, I'm gonna drive home, bro.
Right? 2 straights away. He's got. I don't know if I'm wrong. I heard this on the radio today. Fucking Kyle Sanderland said.
What,
he goes,
around the block
he goes,
score?
we're the only state with double the merits when it comes to public holidays. Is that fucking true?
I have no idea.
If that's true,
Is this football related?
Fuck no, but I'm just saying. Give a fuck. It's
Hey,
football
let's
related.
open here.
Let's open up a can of
All right,
worms
we're
here.
going to talk about double demerits. How about the last one?
Oh, what a fucking
The
rock,
Queens,
bro.
they've given a day off, a public
Thursday.
holiday on
You
a
know why?
Thursday.
because Melbourne's got Friday off.
No,
Yeah, for the AFL or whatever it
No,
was.
okay. So we've got Thursday off for the Queens morning.
It's definitely.
Why are we having double demerits from Thursday through to Sunday?
I think get it, bro.
I think this has got. Yeah, this is the answer.
Yeah, but
That's why.
thank you.
I had a
Thank
day
you.
off. I'm back to work on Friday. Why am I getting double demerits?
Boy, why are we getting Saturday, Sunday? No, I mean Friday,
It was a
Saturday.
normal weekend. It
No, weekend.
Fucking
It was
long
It's like a
weekend.
sickie for me.
Anyway to make revenue,
Is that
mate.
true? Yeah, comment section. Yeah, have a look. Is that true what I
Ministers.
just said?
Hey, we could just fucking talk shit for hours.
Anyway,
eh?
forget the revenue. Let's call it a wrap. Forget
the revenue,
Much
bro.
love. Like,
The boys want another
subscribe.
hour.
We're the
They
only-
Drill.
want
We're the
another
only
hour.
state getting double
Big
dicked here.
Kev's here, Boz is here, Banana's here.
Sauce, they
I'm
want
here,
another hour.
And we're fucking
We want another hour. We're out. See ya. Bye.
hour and 15.